This is Tom Costello in Washington. The FAA decision to temporarily ban U.S. flights into and out of Tel Aviv comes as the remains of Malaysia Airlines Flight 17 still lie scattered over several Ukrainian fields, shot down by a missile. Just 3 days earlier, a Ukrainian military transport plane was shot down while flying at 21,000 feet. The Ukrainian government had declared a no-fly zone up to 32,000 feet. But Flight 17 was at 33,000 feet, flying along designated commercial flight path L980 when it was shot out of the sky. The SA-11 missile can reach to 72,000 feet well into the stratosphere, far higher than any commercial aircraft can fly. No international agency closes airspace, and other carriers did fly the same route that day.
There should have been some cooperation and coordination between the airlines, the industry as a whole, and the governments that oversee the airspace that ultimately turned out to be very dangerous.
Eastern Ukraine is one of a handful of hostile or no-fly zones the FAA has mapped out around the world. Determining whether to fly over them is in part a risk calculation. Do the combatants below have weapons that can threaten a plane? 3 days after Flight 17 went down, Malaysia Flight 4 flew to London, right over war-torn Syria, a no-fly zone for U.S. carriers. Late today, Flight Radar 24 showed eastern Ukraine was empty of commercial flights, with a steady stream of planes into and out of Europe tracking over Turkey, then skirting war zones by flying south along the Iraqi-Iranian border.
No two conflict areas are really alike. It depends on what weapons are on the ground and the state of the conflict. And in that sense, airlines have to do some very fact-specific analysis about where their planes can safely fly.
Malaysia Airlines says it is not an intelligence agency monitoring global conflicts. It insists it was flying through Ukraine along an internationally accepted air route that was open. Brian?
Tom Costello, our D.C. news